to see the Batman vs Superman footage? Stay tuned. No footage, no footage. It's banned from the internet. Well, Comic Con is in full swing and they're leaking stuff left and right. So I saw the footage of Batman meeting up with Superman and it looks pretty awesome. Also saw a shot of Wonder Woman and she looks great, but it was, it wasn't. It's kind of hard to see the costume, but it just looks dark. Everything looks dark, and I don't think that's such a bad thing. It looks good, and it's pretty hilarious. The footage for the movie has the crowd screaming, so that's kind of makes it even more fun. But anyway, what am I up to? What am I up to today? Besides being up way too late again, and I posted up my Neon Union page 3. Finally got that up. It's, as I said, the balloons are done, but got a lot of learning. I spent my 30 minutes today, plus that, watching tutorials and messing around with Manga Studio. Found a lot more new things that I probably won't use, but might come in handy for experimental comics. Maybe I'll do some experimental mini comics. Who knows? We'll see. What I do know is that my list is still very long, and I still have a bunch of videos I want to make. I got my podcast to edit. Hoping, I'll probably sleep late tomorrow and start late tomorrow, but I will be working, and I'll see. I'll see what's next. Tomorrow's gonna be a good day. Okay, on to topic. Talking about something I'll figure out in a minute. Okay. I wanted to talk a little bit about quality. When I was exclusively an inker, and that was all I did, and I made it my mission to be the best I could be. My path there was laser vision, and I could focus on the one thing, and it wasn't an overnight thing. It wasn't even a couple of months, or it was probably a couple of years of just working weekly, daily, trying to improve my skill and just knocking out work day in and day out, for the most part, and putting in long days many a time. And now, because I'm making this shift began years ago, but I'm finally here at what I consider the real beginning, because I'm posting pages online. It may not be weekly, but I'll get there. A couple of pages of Bright Eyes, a couple more of Neon Eden, and there's a ton of little things to be learned, but once I really do get to the point where I'm doing this on a weekly basis with all the comics that I'm going to be doing, it will get a lot easier, and I'll figure out more, not necessarily tricks, but just how to do each and everything, and then I'll get into the coloring. I could color now, but that's time consuming, and I got a block of other things to take care of before I could really just focus on the comics alone. But I do want to, not master everything, but become the best I can be at each part of the process. I don't want to be mediocre. I don't want to be just like every other webcomic out there. I want it to be uniquely me and my voice and my high quality of work. What I'm doing now is in the early stages, the infancy, as they say, and it's a long road ahead of me, but this is kind of cool. This is, many failed attempts throughout the years. I am finally here, and I want to do the best job I can do. So while I'm not just spending all my time on just doing art and leaving everything else for somebody else, I'm doing everything. So it will get there in a bumpy sort of way, but I'll get there. Like I mentioned earlier, I got the latest Neon Eden page up. Not 100% thrilled with the quality of the balloons and the lettering, the placement. It's easy for me to pick out mistakes in the comics I read. Especially the independent comics. It's like, oh, that should be moved a little bit that way, or the lettering should be bigger, or it just looks small within the balloon. Every sort of thing I can pick out on other people's work, but when you're just trying to put it together yourself, and I'm worried about the art, and worried about the writing, and the words going in a balloon, and it's a lot. So the quality will improve. I know, reading independent comics way back when, that they weren't, the first issues weren't, perfect. Even issue 3 or 8 or 12. But you do see a steady progression of improvement. So I'm trying not to be so hard on myself, and I know that, once I do get a chapter, an issue, a book done, that I will have to go back and redo all the lettering. But I'll probably do that in one sitting over a couple weeks or whatever it will take. Uh, but by that time in the future, I'll have perfected a lot more things. And so, you know, take it for what it is at the moment. I am concerned about the quality. But, it's like any of us. We're doing this on a timeline. Yeah, it's like I don't have a deadline by a boss or a publisher. This is me at my own pace and schedule. But I'm not gonna spend 3 years on a page. I'll learn more by doing 100 pages and learning along the way. So that's all I had to say. Tune in tomorrow, day 28, and see what's next. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, bye.